If you walked into a coffee shop and saw these t-shirts for sale, would you buy any of them? Would you even wear any of them if they were given away for free? I'm guessing the answer is no. What if this coffee shop was on the way to the gym you go to for your morning workouts, and you saw this? Or what if you walked into a pizza joint next to the gym and they were giving these away with every purchase? Do you think you'd be more likely to buy them or appreciate them as freebies? If you like coffee, workouts and pizza, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. Why is that? They appeal to the lifestyle, interest and circumstance of people. They take one subject, cross it over with another, which is more circumstantial. Weightlifters and fitness freaks often have 1 or 2 days a week that they call cheat days, where they can treat themselves to anything and eat something unhealthy, making this design quite effective when placed in the window of a pizza joint opposite a gym. The same goes for mixing caffeine benefits with exercise for a coffee shop near a gym. You might be thinking that it's way easier just to get a logo printed on a t-shirt, or that you might need to hire an expensive graphic designer or illustrator to get these made. But that's not actually the case. In this video, we're going to demonstrate how anybody can design really desirable merch for a brand or even to sell on an online store. We'll be using ChatGPT for the text and Kittle for the designs, with some pre-built templates and AI generation to help us. I even have a great suggestion for where to get your merch printed without having to store any stock or handle any of the printing or logistics. So you just do the fun part and upload your designs. For our first demonstration, let's go back to our coffee shop. This time we're going to imagine that we're situated next to the park, where people like to go for nice quiet walks. We have our product or service, in this case coffee, and our interest relating to circumstance, hobby, job or lifestyle, in this case park walks. We can combine the soothing properties of a nice warm drink with the calming feeling of a walk through the park. So first I need a line. I'll come to ChatGPT and prompt it with merch copy lines for calming coffee and park walks. That will give some suggestions, but if you don't like what you see, you can do some further prompting. I quite like this example. I'll then try and find a suitable template over on Kittle. I'll come to the merchandise tab and search for coffee. After a bit of scrolling, I've got super lucky and found this, which feels great. It's a flower walking calmly with a coffee. This aligns perfectly with our copy line, combining imagery relating to our product with the customer interest. I'll update our copy and place on our coffee shop logo. You can easily change your copy size over here on the right hand side, and even change the fonts and colours if you wanted to. After deleting the Kittle stock text at the bottom, we're left with these kind of awkward gaps either side. So I'm just going to search the clip art library for some leaves. These ones fit the same style as our illustration, so I'm going to place those either side. And that's rebalanced our design. If you want to see how this looks on a sweater or a t-shirt, I can use the Kittle mockup generator up here, where there are tons of drag and drop mockups available, and you can change the background colour if you want. I'm just going to stick with white for now. I reckon our park stroller would be pretty happy with that. So the subjects we base our designs on are not always going to be that obvious. So let's try something a bit more difficult. Let's imagine we're an online personal trainer where we want to give away a free t-shirt for every new person that signs up. So where would we start with that? We don't really have a location since most of our coaching is done online, and there's no real obvious interests or hobbies that we can dial into from our customer, as our audience is quite broad. So we need to look at our target consumer. This is who we want to attract to us in an ideal world. Let's say our target customer is Mary. She's a total beginner and has never stepped into a gym before, let alone used a personal trainer, and she might be a little bit nervous about approaching us. So rather than going for a style like this, which is likely to terrify Mary, we might need to lighten the mood with a little bit of humour. So we could take something that relates to our brand, so weightlifting, and combine it with something that Mary might like and find funny, like a puppy or kittens, something softer and more approachable. Let's choose a t-shirt template with a nice fun layout. This one works. It feels bold, approachable and energetic. Again, I'll open that up in the editor and delete the main image, since we only really want this for the layout. Here's where Kittl really helps us out. I'm going to find our image with Kittl's built-in AI feature and search for puppy lifting weights. This one looks quite cute and approachable, so I'll place that in. I'll then use the Copilot to remove the background. We can create a bit of comedic tension with our copy line. Let's go with beast mode, and again complete the design with our logo. It's super easy to switch different elements in and out to change colour, so it's worth having a play around with it. So you can see you really don't need to be a designer to pull together a convincing design using this software. Will this appeal to a trained athlete looking to get in peak physical condition? Probably not. But to a gym newbie, we're portraying ourselves as a personal trainer who's approachable and friendly. Not only does this make a really nice bit of merch for our new customers, it's also a great marketing tool because it expresses the values of our brand and is going to spark conversation. You could also use this for social media posts, stationery, presentations, or marketing material, all of which Kittl has templates for. Try it for free using my link in the description. For 25% off your first month or year of the Pro and Expert plans, use my code SHAPESBYSEANYT at checkout, and you'll have access to the full potential of Kittl for a very affordable price. That includes a huge library of images and the built-in AI software, as well as a bigger library of mock-ups and templates. So now that we have our designs, where do we get them printed? Personally, I would go for Printful. I've used Printful in the past and I've always had a good experience with them. It's really easy to use. You just choose which piece of merch you want printed from their huge library, upload your artwork to the correct dimensions, and choose your colours and sizes. Many of the items have front and back printing, which is great for branding as well. You can then purchase the prints directly from Printful, or if you have an online store through platforms like Etsy, you can plug Printful straight into those. So this means that whenever someone buys one of your designs, you don't actually have to print it or store it. Printful will do all of that for you. They'll print it, fulfill it, send it to the person that bought it. You just do the creative part with the design and marketing. And if you're trying to sell merch online, I highly recommend Printful. I've dropped a link in the description. So to summarise, how to create branded merch that people will actually want. Connect your product or service with the customer's lifestyle, jobs, hobbies, interests or circumstance. If you're purely selling merch, not attached to a particular brand, then connecting two popular interests will also work. Come up with a snappy line of copy that your target consumer can relate to. ChatGPT helps out a lot with this. Use Kittl's templates, image libraries, AI and intuitive design platform to create your artwork, and use Printful to print your merch, or plug into your online store for them to fulfill any orders that come in. So rather than just slapping a logo on a t-shirt, give this process a try and let me know your results. Check out the links below for any resources used in this video, and if you found it helpful, remember to like and subscribe. Thank you and see you next time.